Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com.
Hey guys, Ro and Ray here. It's Season 2, Episode 22 of the podcast.
Hello!
Hi.
We're sitting here at the garden, listening to a weed whacker in the distance, thinking about how you guys, our patrons, are, as usual, you are supporting this podcast.
Yes.
And we are very, very thankful for that.
We sure are.
We are raising money because we run a community here, and we need to keep it going. And your patronage is part of the way that we do that. So thank you so much. You can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. And it only takes $1 a month to support us. But if you want to throw in more, you're welcome to do that too.
Heck yeah. Another way that you can support us is by rating or reviewing the podcast on iTunes or sharing it in some other way. That would be super great. We have an Instagram these days, Shekina Garden, and we post there sometimes about the podcast, so you could share that onto your stories, or you could share on Facebook, or maybe just send a little link along to a friend who you think might enjoy a meditative podcast in their day.
And we're on Spotify as well, so you can follow us on there. If you do that, just tag us so that we can see it. We can shout out a thank you to you.
Yeah, definitely. So when you support the podcast, it really helps, and we know that you appreciate what we're doing in putting this little thing out into the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So today's meditation is a Lectio Divina. It's on love. It's from 1 Corinthians 13, 1b to 8a with Neil. For the first part of the meditation, Neil will offer some exercises for you to help guide you to come into a place of quiet in your mind, just a little bit more ready to meditate, clearing out some of the clutter. And then for the second part, you'll go through the verses with some guided questions and lots of space in between.
And then for the third and final part, we would really recommend some sort of processing. So if you've been sitting together with some people listening to this, you might like to pass a talking stick around the circle and give each person an opportunity just to share without interruption what their experience was like of the meditation. Or if you're meditating by yourself, you could make a little note in your journal or draw a little drawing, dance a little dance. Maybe make a like a voice note. You could even send a voice note to a friend. You could say, "Hey friend, I just did this meditation and I thought maybe you'd like to hear my thoughts about it," and just have a little talk away to them for a couple of minutes. That would be fun.
I would appreciate getting a voice memo like that.
Totally. That would be interesting, actually. You could take a little walk and just do some processing. Yeah, we really recommend some kind of reflection to finish the time.
So let's begin.
Well, welcome to meditation this morning. This meditation will be the beginning of a 9-part meditation. Probably not consecutive, but every time you hear my voice, it will be the next part of this Fruit of the Spirit series that I'd like to guide. So the first one will be love. And there'll be a question to ponder for each of these meditations that I guide. And it'll kind of revolve around this. How does your spirituality inspire you to, and so for this week, is love. How does your spirituality inspire you to love? Or how does it inspire you to feel loved? How does your spirituality inspire you to love or to feel loved? And I'll bring up that question again once or twice as we meditate, as we contemplate. Yeah. So let's begin. Find a comfortable position, something that you can stay in for a while, preferably with a relatively straight back. Yeah, close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Just breathing normally and comfortably. Feel the sensation of the air entering in through your nose, through your mouth, down into your lungs, and then back out again. And as you breathe, you might want to stretch a little. If there's any spots in your body that feel a bit tight or sore, or muscles that might want to be stretched, or bones cracked a bit, just to settle more into this time, then do so. Feel free. There are no rules about being strict in your seating position. You can shuffle around. Yeah, and settle down to be a bit more comfortable. And as you breathe out, let out a bit of a sigh as well. We've set aside this time to meditate, so yeah, claim it, enjoy it, nestle into it. And as you sit, become aware of the sounds around you. What can you hear? Take a few moments to move from sound to sound, recognizing what each sound is, maybe how it's being made. It's perhaps at this time that our thoughts begin to intrude. We've all come from different experiences of today so far, and maybe we've brought some of those things with us into this meditation. Or perhaps there are things to do later on in the day. And the purpose of these exercises is to release ourselves of these things. So to help with that, I want you to imagine in your mind sitting at the edge of a cliff, as comfortable as you feel. Maybe you're right on the edge, maybe you're back a bit, wherever. The cliff is quite tall, quite high, and before you is a huge valley, stretching on right into the distance. What do you see? What does this valley look like? How high do the mountains go on either side? Is it forested? Or is it more rugged? Allow your imagination to fill in this cliffside view of this valley. As you sit and enjoy this vista, there are no responsibilities on you. There is nothing demanding your time or your attention. It's just you and this vista. And so enjoy. And into this scene, I encourage you to now invite the divine to be with you in this scene. However form you might like the divine to take. And if you find during the meditation that your mind or your heart begins to wander, or be distracted, come back to this scene with you, your vista, and the divine. And just before we turn to the text, I'll remind you of the question again. How does your spirituality inspire you to love or to feel loved? How does your spiritual path inspire you to love and to feel loved? And so for this first reading, just allow the words to unfold and build the images that they say in your mind as if hearing it just for the first time, as if it's fresh. And the scripture is from 1 Corinthians 13, most of the first paragraph. If I speak in the tongues of man and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. How does your spirituality inspire you to love or to feel loved? And as you consider the words just spoken, the passage, how do these words inform this question? How does your spirituality inspire you to this kind of love? Or how do these words inspire you to feel loved by this kind of love? And so for the second reading, dive deeper. Seek to understand the meaning of each phrase and how they connect to each other. Explore how the phrases make you feel. If I speak in the tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but have not love, I am nothing. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. I encourage you to come back to your vista, in your valley, in the presence of God. And for the final reading, I encourage you to speak with the divine. Whatever has come up for you during this meditation, I encourage you to communicate that with God as a kind of prayer. Maybe there's lots of questions. Maybe there's just sitting in silence, enjoying each other's company. Whatever it might be. Focus your intention on the divine. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. As this part of the meditation comes to a close, I invite you to just take a deep breath, maybe wiggle your toes a bit, straighten your back, and in your own time, find yourself in a seated position again. And as an indication that you're ready to rejoin the circle and move on to the next part, open your eyes.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.